Hey guys, Six here, welcome back to another ridiculous video. In today's video, we're going to be speaking of somebody that says that competitive Dead by Daylight does not work. Let's break it down real quick. So, if you're not up to date with my shorts in my last video, basically I have been ripping on this RiverShitter guy, and basically showed a lot of things on this Discord server that shows him that he's that type of guy that doesn't think before he speaks. Now, lately he just got like unbanned from like saying the N-word on his stream, which you're a fucking loser for saying the N-word. I would never say the N-word. You nincompoop. You thought I was gonna say the N-word? Nah. Yeah, like I said, server, if you ever find this video, I'm a Discord moderator. Where's my kittens? Like, just rip on me, bro. I'm waiting. Look. Pinocchio knows, bro. Come on. I'm waiting for his response. I'm waiting for just a mini response from him. Something that acknowledges my existence. Please. Let's just break it down real quick. So in this video, he talks about why Dead by Daylight competitive does not work. Now, also, normally I would be at my desk recording this video, but it's a Saturday, I'm bored, and honestly just want to sit down and chill out. So, in the beginning, he talks about why, wow, Dead by Behavior really pays these competitive players just to play Dead by Daylight? What? And then, insult to injury, he just has to rip on Hin's, hairline. That's receipt. Okay. Bro, come on. He's pushing 30. Just leave him alone. Give him a break. And he also states that Dead by Daylight is very survivor-sided. Alright, so we're trolling. Listen, Silver, if I ever had fucks to give, I would definitely give you fucks, but I don't have any fucks left to give. Number one, for a long time now, Dead by Daylight has been very killer-sided. Gen defense, overpowered killers, don't believe me, Kaneki, Houndmaster, Skull Merchant when she was fucking broken, Knight, still broken, even if he's been reworked like fucking 3 times or something. I can go on a whole roster of how many killers are overpowered and how stupid their perks are. I mean, I'm beating around a dead horse right now. Can we just go back and look at Jason of how fucking disgusting he was when he came on a release? I'm not playing. Just listen. You need to listen. Just for 1 second. There is lots of fucking things in this game that is very killer-sided. But I'm just a regular, right? Alright. Let's see what else you guys say. Okay, so he made a prime example of saying that if a 4-man Swift has brought the most overpowered perks in the game, and then you go against a Ghostface, there's no competition. So first of all, you said Swift, not team. That's not competitive Dead by Daylight. There's no competition. Let me refresh your mind of what competitive Dead by Daylight is. It's when 2 teams, X9, Eternal, just prime examples, go up against each other. Yeah. Not, a 4-man Swift running against a random killer. No, bro. That's not competitive Dead by Daylight. That's just a regular Swift playing against a regular killer. That's not Wispy. That's not Pedro. That's not Zeno. That's not nobody. And for the record, you should know that Ghostface is a F-tier killer. And he's honestly just not competitive. I mean, you can play around him. Yeah, I mean, a good Ghostface player can, play against 4-man Swift. But there's just no, what? Bro, that's okay. Whatever. Let's just continue. Also, they said that he said that in 2021, Dead by Daylight did die. It did. I'll give it to you. And they had to change skill-based matchmaking. Relevance? like I said, this is nothing competitive. Like, this is just a 4-man Swift just running against a killer. There's no competition right there. It's just someone regular streaming, playing the game, just chilling out. There's no competition. There's no prize. There's no, you move on to the next round. No, there's nothing in there, dude. Logic. Where is it? That's not... I'm just going to dismiss everything I just said right there. Yeah, you're right. Regular Swift playing against a regular killer. Definitely competitive. Let's see what's going on next. He's also crying about there's certain restrictions on what killers can bring perks to the game. Like, for example, Hangman's Trick is a banned perk for the killer. You do realize that there's some killers that have more than just, you know, slashing a knife or something at the survivor. Like, I like, or reading built in, like, Legion, Killer Instinct, but that's still aura reading regardless. Killer Instinct, Vecna getting info with his orb. Yeah, like, what? He's complaining about restrictions. Let me just go on with the video as he talks. Okay. Okay, they're not the only ones just playing Blight all the time, because I literally watch I forgot who team, because I was watching it last night. Basically they played against Kaneki. Like, what? It's just not Blights all the time playing competitive Dead by Daylight, but I can see where you're coming from with these overpowered killers coming to tournaments and just playing against a very good Swift. Okay, dude. Yeah, you got it. He claims that Dead by Daylight comp is only interesting when you see the top 8 killers getting played. And there's no variety watching any other killer that's below those 8 not be okay. So let me ask you this: if that's not fun, then how come has comp DBD been a thing for a long time? And before we had Jason, Springtrap, Kaneki, Houndmaster, Blight, how do you think that it was not interesting watching these killers have really big fundamental gameplay and style? And I was watching this shit back in 2019. What? You sound fucking stupid just saying that. There's no fun to it. There's no fundamental purpose of watching it. What? Blight was a thing. Blight wasn't even a thing in the beginning of fucking comp DBD. What are you talking about? He got added later. Okay. Let me not lose my patience over this fucking degenerate that does no logic over Dead by Daylight with his 2,000 hours on the game. Yeah, you know what? Listen to the guy that has 2K versus a person that has 10,000 just going on right now in Dead by Daylight. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Can someone get him a fucking medal or something? Because he actually might be the scientist of Dead by Daylight. Also, he makes a compliment of saying, like, on this certain match with Invictus versus Praxis, right, I don't know who's playing, but they're going against Invictus, I think it is. Yeah. Or no, yeah, they're going, so Praxis is going against Invictus. And they're playing Trickster, and he's saying, like, it's been over 2 minutes with no player interaction. How is this fun to watch? Okay, so let's look at another form of comp gameplay. Rainbow Six Siege, very common. So in Rainbow, you do realize that, like, there is no interaction until, like, the first minute of the match. We're not regular ranked players where we're just gonna, I'm gonna go Ash Rush into site and see if I can get, like, 5 kills. No, it's not how it works. It's time. They're not gonna just, yeah, we just watching the site. Yeah, definitely. They play accordingly and slow. That's what comp players do in every single video game you could think of. So why are you crying about there's no interaction? Okay, that's the point of competition. Like, okay, you got it, bro. He also brings up the fact with Hen's like comp tournament with no perk restrictions. That is a fair argument, but you gotta really think about who is playing. There's no comp players playing. These are random players in a tournament playing against money. And then he's saying if you need these restrictions, and like he said that like 9 times out of 10, most of the Swift players like literally like dominated the killer, and that's understandable. But you need to really look at a viewpoint. Over the past 3 years now that I've been playing, like legitimately, I mean I took a huge break in 2019, and then I came back like 2 years later in 2021. You really need to look at it. How has this Survivor side meta have been changing for a long time? I mean, they literally introduced a lot of meta perks when it came out. For example, Made for This was a huge meta perk at its time. Injured, 3% haste. Like, no competition right there. I mean, you're literally winning your loops like 9 times out of 10. Even if the killer's fucking bloodlusting. I mean, literally, there was videos of in-game Made for This builds. Dark Theory, Hope when it had 7% still. Like, I mean, the Survivor side has been changing its meta for a long time now, and like there's lots of benefits that survivors can have, but at the end of the day, the game is still killer sided, and that's just very insulting. He's also making fun of people that is like, well, you know, some of these commentators are just trying to make the game look interesting by saying shit. Okay. I give you that. But it's still competitive. I don't see you in the leagues, but you know what, Saber? You got it. You got it, buddy. You ever heard of the phrase "go fuck yourself"? Or I might as well just go fuck myself? Yeah. You know what? Saber, you're right. I'll just go fuck myself. I mean, like, it's a slow-paced game. When it comes to competition between actual teams and not just random Swift members. I mean, like, what more do you want me to say? It's not like Siege, bro. I don't see these commentators like being, oh my god, he got it. Oh, and I don't see that like at all anymore nowadays. It's like once in a blue moon you'll see like someone go crazy, you know, and then when it's like in Siege, or if it's like a back-to-back kill, back-to-back trade, I mean, they're like, oh. I mean, what more needs to be said? Also, I also like what Silver does is like when he shows like a certain clip that he's not voicing over, he just has to add a little bit of salt just to insult the injury. You know what? That just shows that he has no argument, and he's just like, let me just insult these guys for really losers. Hey, bro, for like almost a 20-minute video, 20 minute, I can't see with my glasses. Yeah, for almost a 20-minute video, and you really do waste your life away. And also, how many likes do you have? 2.6? Yeah, it sounds about right with somebody like you. And I don't even know how you almost have like 100,000, but you know, it's cool. How many views you got? And you only got 40,000 views. I don't think anyone cares about whatever you have to say about some this time about comp. Okay, whatever. Let's just continue this. Also, I like how he brings up the pallet density in the game now. I mean, dude, that's the fundamental point of like playing Dead by Daylight, is wasting the killer's time so your other teammates can literally fucking do gens. I mean, the point of the game is just not running around with your dick sawed off in half, hoping that you wouldn't make it out of the fucking trial. No, dude, it's, yeah, you know what? There's no such thing as gens, bro. There's like, that's not the fundamental point of being a survivor. Just get in the trial, run around with your dick cut off. You know what? Yeah, that's the point of the game. Yeah, definitely. There's no generators. You just magic happens when the fucking gates get powered on, right? Yeah. You're fucking stupid, bro. I don't know how to explain it with this guy, but yeah, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, just quick thing before we move on to the next section. He says that a lot of these comp players really blame everything on ping if they get shit on. Yeah, dude, I blame it half the times as well. It's ping. Yeah, you realize that there's other players around the whole world playing in different areas. Like, if I'm playing fucking UK servers, good luck to my fucking internet. It's not gonna keep up. I'm gonna get pissed on the whole time. I just don't think he gets what latency is, but let's just move on to the next section. Before we do, let's do a little smoke break. All right, how y'all doing today? Good. Good. I'm glad. It's actually pretty funny what he says. This does serve a valuable point, but let's break it down real quick. He says that the viewership of DBD has been decreasing since the year of 2025. Dude, it's only been a year. The DBD has been a popular thing since forever, and honestly, there's just no excuse of saying that. You do realize, yes, some members do leave, some teams disband. I get that, but like, that's the point of DBD. I mean, over the years when Siege was a thing, there has been teams that left the whole esports face of Siege. There's no... And then new teams come in. I mean, what is the fucking point you're making? Please make it make sense. Dude, okay, you know what? Let's rephrase myself real quick. DB has been a very strict thing in the Dead by Daylight community. Yes, there is morons, there is racists, you're one of them. There has been a lot of beneficials and unbeneficial things throughout the whole game, but like, at the end of the day, Dead by Daylight comp will still be a popular thing because I still watch it, and so does 100,000 fucking people watch it as well. So there's really no argument with that. Sometimes viewership is gonna fall, sometimes viewership is gonna rise, but with your 40,000 views, I don't think your viewership is going anywhere. So he also blames that there's like just no fundamental to where like, hey, this killer has this survivor has this, avoid this, avoid that, don't let him do that, don't go to these pallets that have been dropped, 8, 10, 4 has been don't go to that, don't go to this, don't do that. Okay, so as much it gets repetitive, there's nothing wrong with that, because that is a huge advantage to survivors giving call outs and working as a Swift, by the way. And by the way, yes, killers do avoid these kind of things. I just think you fail to realize it, but you know what? You got it, bro. But you do realize that even in normal lobbies, when I solo queue and stuff like that, when I make my videos, a lot of killers would note that, oh, you know what? Decisive strike me once, shame on me. Dodging the decisive strike twice, shit on you. It's learning from your mistakes. You can be a baby killer and fucking understand that. I mean, hello. Like I said, there's just really no fundamental argument about that. It's just, it gets repetitive, and there's nothing boring about it. It's just called having common sense within your teammates. So he also says that DBD comp 1v1s are just flat out fucking stupid and boring. And he also said that that's their whole personality when certain people do 1v1s. There's nothing wrong with 1v1s. I mean, like I said, it's very common in video game history. For example, Siege is a fucking big one. You see these popular streamers like Jinxie, Skittles, Stomping, fucking Zim. I mean, you could literally name any fucking comp and really popular and also esports members that 1v1 other players. I mean, it doesn't even have to be competition itself. I just, like, hello, it's very popular. 1v1s. Who's the better player? 5 coppers or 1 champion? I mean, like, hello. I mean, are we fucking beating on a dead horse with this comp thing versus Swift in regular matches? Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Hello. That's a thing. But you, my friend, your tiny little brain does not understand it. It's cute. It's honestly cute, and I like that a lot. You're cute, Sever. We should go on a date, bro. You know, just a little date, bro. I'll even buy dinner. It's good, bro. No homo though. But like honestly, it's repetitive of what you're saying. This comp, this that, dude. Comp in Swift and randoms is just, it's two different things. Two. He also is making a little small gesture saying like these are 4 different people that doesn't know how to say not bro in like one sentence. Yeah, but you realize that these people, most of these like guys in comp teams are from different countries. Y'all do realize that like most of them are Russian, Australian, German, British. I mean, come on, dude. They don't. Yeah, they're different people. They say the same shit every day. There's no personality, but personality is just not a fundamental thing you could say about why comp DBD does not work. I mean, look, if I had $1 every time that a 1v1 or a comp team won that I was betting on, I honestly think I would be the most poorest person in my world and I would be bankrupt. I would file for it. There is expected outcomes. There's teams that I root on for that don't win when mostly they do. And I don't know, bro. I just think it's beating around a dead horse at this point, and me 21 minutes in this video is honestly just destroying my brain. So this is a fair argument that we're going to bring back from V1 when they were trying to break their, make a, 3-man outs or whatever, 4-man outs rhythm. I forget the word for it. Fucking streak. So V1 said, I don't know when they said this, July 20th, 2026, they reached 856 3-man outs in a row, potentially the single most impressive Dead by Daylight world record win streak of all time, which really is. Good job, V1. In the end, it all took is one stream sniping to 100 Kaneki main to tear it all down. Yeah, and they have no right to call this Kaneki a loser. He's so innocent. He had nothing to do with it, bro. This Kaneki is, please, go fund me. You do realize that stream sniping is the most fucking loser thing to do in any game across the nation? Yeah. I think V1 had every right to call this guy a fucking loser for stream sniping and cheating his way just to break their streak. You're a fucking loser, whoever that Kaneki main was, but they had every right, bro. Every right. He's also crying about EU players wish that NA was better. I mean, there's 2 different fundamental problems. A, the latency and where the regions are, and B, that's it. That's all the problem is. That's the only difference with comp DBD with EU and NA. That's it. Also, Silver's just making a argument about like how people cry about MMR. Dude, sometimes I get teammates that don't save me on hook when gates are open. I'm gonna bitch about it. Fuck you. Also, I don't know why he's bringing this up, but Scott Jones said that every day I thank God I am not especially a gameplay YouTube channel, because holy fuck, in the rare instance I do upload gameplay, you get the entire population of Earth saying how they get teams 4,000% better than this, and all of their games are Night-like cloned 4 times. Scott's right. I mean, it's repetitive bullshit where, yeah, you're absolutely right. It's just repetitive. Yes, he's right. Absolutely. 100%. He's also making an argument about, like, if competitive players cry about winning against pub players, then why do they continue these win streaks, bring these broken S tier? Because behavior is not making an initial plan on changing these fucking killers. Blight got knocked down to a 4.4. Nurse has been barely touched. That's behavior's fault for not fucking touching these killers. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Nightlight kind of answered it for all of us, was saying like why comp is like very toxic and everything, because like everyone in the division wants to prove that they are the best survivor / killer main or player, excuse me, not main, of all time throughout Dead by Daylight competition. Silver says, it goes without saying, but 99% of DBD comp players are trash at every other games they play and are only good at DBD because of how low skill ceiling. That's not true. Initially, I played lots of Dead by Daylight and I played Siege. The highest rank I ever hit in Siege was Emerald 4. Well, before Emerald 4, it was Diamond, like, 4. There's no low skill ceiling argument to that. I mean, you could be good at any other game, and you could be fucking gods here at Dead by Daylight. There's no... Yeah, like, your brain stores memory to coming back to a game and playing that. I mean... What are you talking about? He also brings back the notorious Nightlight 3-gen hold for 55 minutes to almost an hour, where the survivors end up just winning anyway. And he's saying that there is no way that this can be comp. Dude, if there's any game that was balanced and had no time limit, and it was the last squads or anything like that standing, it would be a horrendous standoff. For example, this 3-gen holding when Skull Merchant came out. This is a prime example. Yes, this happens because both sides are playing to their best ability. I don't think Silver understands that, but there is fundamentals to this. One side is trying their best to get these gens done, while the killer is doing their best to get these survivors on hooks. And on this 3-gen, as I can see, the killer almost only got 2 hooks with 1 gen remaining. I get that, but there's no fundamental argument of saying like this killer is overpowered. These survivors are. It's battle the worthiest. I mean, honestly, Scar Merchant was just broken when she came out, but now it's like she's just useless because of how strong she used to be. This is a prime example of how far comp goes. Or Random Swift. I think this was Random Swift, but if this is Nightlight, I would say he is a pro player of comp, and this deserves his utmost respect for playing against the Skull Merchant. And he got rage baited apparently, yeah, but like at the end of the day, he's still got the 4-man out W, so there's no argument of how this can't work. They also going against CWM Winter, which has been a very big controversy of the community of him being a PDF file, which, you know, mostly a lot of people are in this fucking gaming industry. I can name a lot, but I can't even think of any of my top of my name right now. It's my hair. They're basically just saying they're just targeting people, and honestly, this is just useless drama, but like, dude, it's life. There's going to be pedophiles online. It's the internet. You can't trust people. Hello? I just think this is pointless drama that has nothing to do with comp DVD. And yeah, I don't know where you're going with this, Silver, but okay, let's just move on from all this drama shit. I think he makes a ending closure. Just the last thing I'm gonna watch, and I'm just gonna click off his video because this whole 20 minutes to him versus 30 minutes to me has been just kind of pointless to you and me together. But let's just break it down right quick. A lot of people don't have a life. Yes, I get that. Some people fucking don't live to see the sun. I do. I love nature. Do I have to go outside real quick to show how much I love nature? I can roll around in the grass. I mean, I have a life. I have a job. Anyway, some people take 1v1s very seriously. Some people just don't care about what other people gotta say. Some people just pop in and say 1v1 me, you're trash. And I'll admit, I sometimes pop into killer streams and be toxic a little bit, but it's for the love of the game. That's Dead by Daylight. Can't beat them, join them. That's kind of the same, but at the end, I'm a wholesome person. I don't think anyone's a loser. I don't think anyone should KYS. I don't think anybody should do that. Everyone's a human. Everyone has a life. Even if it's not the best life, you should live it to what you want to do. There's no fundamental purpose of like saying, oh, call outs and baiting people into 1v1s. That has nothing to do with comp DBD. Competition versus Swift and random players. There's no such thing. Hens is a pro player, but he has nothing to do with comp or anything. He doesn't do comp. He just plays the game and does builds and shit like that. There's no viewpoint to it. There's no disclosure if he's a comp player. Comp players are the ones that have titles and names to them and they win money. If they're not taking it seriously, then what's the point of the argument? Because 90% of him talking in this video has been about comp players and another disclosure of like, oh, Swift just get pissing on killers. That's like 90% of it. You're not disclosing why comp does not work. There's going to be games that aren't balanced. How can I tell you? Marvel Rivals is not balanced. Siege is not balanced. Call of Duty is not balanced because they just want to pop in overpowered guns and then nerf them the next season. I get that, but like there's just no fundamental purpose of trying to find a balanced way to play the game because that's boring. It's very boring. I see lots of people just not playing mainline games anymore and just playing shit that are made by other developers. I mean, I don't know. But at the end of the day, Silver, I just think you're a fucking moron, and it's cringe watching you just insult people 90% of the time before providing actual proof that, oh, comp DBD does not work, when you're just pulling up people's Twitters and Discord servers of like saying controversial shit. There's no evidence. I don't see evidence. I don't see any proof disclosed, and I just don't see it. So I don't know. I just think I wasted my time here, and yeah, I think what would work if Behavior could is just try to balance out both sides again. And yeah, but that's not gonna happen in the mainstream because Behavior don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, I just don't see any fundamental purpose of him making this video because it just wasted my time and it wasted yours. But I'm still gonna upload this video, and I'm just gonna prove time to time that you're a fucking loser on the internet trying to get some sort of fame or some sort of title. You're not a villain in DBD. You're just a fucking desperate loser trying to look for a purpose. You're a racist, you're homophobic, you're transphobic, you're everything, dude. And you might say you only say that to other players because you get paid by Behavior and you're popular. No, I don't get paid by Behavior. Used to back in the day, but I don't. The most I made off of Behavior was like $1,500. That's a fact. $1,500 for a month, and that's it. That's the only time I got paid by it because I was promoting the game back in the day on stream and stuff like that. Like it makes you a loser just looking for a placement, and I get it, but that's it, guys. That's pretty much it. And yeah, I might have been pointless rambling, but at the end of the day, this RiverShitter guy is not a villain. He's just a fucking loser. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you whenever he wants to drop another fucking retarded video.